Good evening, everyone. I'm Anand Patel. I'm an architect trained in the Netherlands at the university in Delft, the Technical University Delft. I was a student there from 94 till 2008, after which I was a student at the University of Amsterdam studying philosophy. At the time when I went to study in the Netherlands, the system was a bit different than it's now. It wasn't a clear bachelor's and a master's program. It was more the traditional European system of having a professional degree, and then if you want to study further, you would enroll for a PhD. And the medium of instruction was in Dutch. So I, as a student, had to undergo an 8-month Dutch program at the university, which was specially designed for foreign students. It was called Nederlands voor buitenlanders, which is Dutch for foreigners. And after 8 months of a very grueling language program, I was allowed to take classes at the university. So I speak Dutch, which many of you now would not be needing it. So I think that's good, that's probably bad, but nevertheless, it's a great place to study. Why it's a great place to study, especially from somebody coming from Gujarat, a western part of India, not having so much exposure to continental Europe as much as we know of the UK, the US, Australia, and places like that now, is that one is it's of course a very fascinating place, as we all know sometimes as tourists. But when you study there, you come to know the culture, the way of life, you come to know about the food, the way people go about business, and you become a part of a network which lives with you throughout your life. So I've been back now in India for 6 years, and believe me, I've had at least every year 2 or 3 professionals, students, business associates coming to India, and slowly we've been able to build up a large network of professionals to do with building and planning, but also with other industry, sometimes with road safety with Gauri, sometimes for manufacturing of ceramics, to lots of diverse things. So I think, more than the education, of course, is the value that the place brings to you. It's about knowing the nuances of the Dutch people. I think most of us who go and study in Amsterdam end up reading The Untouchables. I think you were carrying a copy of it, it looks like that. They are a very peculiar people, a very nice people. Very fun people and very friendly people. I think most importantly in Europe we always have this apprehension that because we don't speak the language, we are treated as a little bit of sort of, you don't know anything. But that's not true for Holland. Mostly everybody speaks English, so it's very easy to communicate with people anywhere in shops, the railway station. Talking about railway station, it's a fantastically well-connected country through public transportation and by a bicycle network. So it's really, you could be commuting anywhere in the country with never having to own a car. I lived there for 8 years, I had a job, I could have bought a car, but I never needed one because it was costing me more to park the car than to own one. So there are very smart systems in place to make people cycle a lot and be healthy. And it's a flat country, so you can cycle very easily.
Except for all the bridges over the canals.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only the altitude the country has. And I have very, very fond memories of Holland. I'm in touch with a lot of people there, friends, colleagues, professors. And whenever I get a chance, I go. I was there 2 years ago. I'll again go this Christmas. And I firmly believe that more of students from Gujarat should go there for higher technical studies. It has a fantastic scientific temperament, great, super research base, and it's very well connected through lots of different European grants and associations with the entire Europe. So you are not like landlocked in Holland. You are connected as easily with the French or the Germans or the Italians and the English and everybody. So I really feel it's a wonderful place to be in. So any questions if you have for me, I can say, but go ahead.
Just out of curiosity, what made you choose Netherlands at the time when it was in the...
At the time was quite by chance. I had a few students. I think that was the first lot of students who ever came to Ahmedabad as architects to the School of Architecture, who were not even really on an official exchange. They were just sort of traveling to the country and happened to come to see the Corbusier and Khan buildings in Ahmedabad and stayed back for a few months at the School of Architecture. And I got talking with them, and they said, yeah, in the Netherlands we all speak English and we study like the Swiss and the Germans do, and it's a great place. And I went to study in the US and I was in California for about a year, and I did not like California or the US at all. Now, being a Patel, it's very hard to say, believe, but so I left California and looking for a place to study. So I called these friends up and I said, can I come and have a look? So I went to the Netherlands on a tourist visa for a few months, and I saw the places, and I fell in love with Amsterdam and the wonderful life Amsterdam gave me. I applied for admissions, and after a long 8-month wait, I got my MVV, which is the tourist visa. Yeah, also the student visa to go and study there, after which I had to go to the Dutch program. So in all, it took a year and a half of preparation to start studying there. But once I was there, it was very nice. They gave me a lot of credit for the work I'd done earlier in other universities, and professors were very friendly, and I think in all is a great place. The very sad thing happened was this year in May, a fire engulfed the faculty building at the TU in Delft, and my entire faculty building, 13-story high, just fell down. And there's one friend of mine over there, Chet, who also has studied there, it was a very sad thing. So I'm sure next time I'm in Delft, I'm going to miss seeing the building, but something else, grand Dutch architecture will come there in place, I hope. So thank you.